Hello everyone, welcome in. This is box 14? 12, yeah, 14. It looks like it's going to go 17, well, at least a partial 17th box. We have one partial long box to go that I'm going to divide into two short boxes. And I have an entire box. It's not really I don't know. It's a box that they just kind of used. It's full of wizards. That'll be the last one I do. But I think it's going to go a little bit beyond 17 boxes. So there you go. Here's all our social. As always, everything is available. If you see something you like, drop a comment below or shoot me an email at the Gmail address. And there we go. This looks like another box of mostly copper and bronze stuff, thankfully. And starts off with a few green arrows. Number 89, number 90, 104, Green Arrow 80th anniversary, 100-page super special. I think that's a Gary Frank cover. We've got a Ms. Tree, Thrilling Detective Adventures, number 1. This was a good series. Max Collins is a really good noir detective writer, if you're into that genre. And it has a Frank Miller pinup in the middle. Okay, now we've got some of the copper stuff I was talking about. Looks like a decent run of John Carter here. I think a lot of these were drawn by Gil Kane. Yep, Gil Kane, Rudy Nebres. We got a number 16, 15. Nice Gil Kane, Rudy Nebres cover. There's a number 2, Kane, inked by Cockrum. Annual number 3, 2 copies of that. Annual number 2, that looks like an Ernie Chan cover. 2 copies of that also. Oh, some more Titans. All right. New Teen Titans 31. The great George Perez. Number 23. Number 29. These are not really high grade. This one has creases all over it. 32. Then we got some John Byrne Fantastic Fours. Starting with number 238. This is probably the, if not the best, the second best run on Fantastic Four ever after the first 102 Kirby and Lee issues. Just great stuff. 239, really beat up copy. 240, Byrne ink by Austin. 242, I think this is the second Terrax. 245. This one breaks my heart, guys. I actually owned this original art back in the 80s and let it go for, I don't even remember, probably $100 at the time. And I think it's worth probably $50,000 to $75,000 at this point, is what I was told from someone who knows his original art. So, yeah, the one that got away. Really beat up copy. We've got a 248, 250, and we get the Marvel's Greatest, which is the reprints of the Fantastic Four. I think this might be issue 104, if I remember correctly. Maybe 103, 83. Fantastic Four Roast by Fred Hembeck. Fred Hembeck was a funny dude. Nice. I'm almost certain this is a reprint. I actually had a subscription to this book when this one came out. I remember getting this in the mail, and I'm almost positive this is a reprint. Yep. Reprints Fantastic Four 101. At least it has a new Kirby cover. They would do that sometimes when they would miss a deadline. Well, you know, it was either ship a week late or just do a reprint. Jim Shooter came along and said that ain't happening anymore, and it never did after that. We got a Walt Disney's Comics number 633. We've got Time Before Time number 3 and number 4 and number 5. A nice copy of Crisis number 9. That's in pretty good shape. Really nice shape. Return of the Valkyries number 1 by the great Jason Aaron. We've got a Batman Pennyworth number 1. That's James Tinian, so I'll put that aside for my friend Ken. We got a Task Force Z number 1. Superman Wonder Woman one shot. The nice lenticular cover. Again, big fan of the lenticulars. Got a Ms. Marvel number 1 with a Frank Cho cover. Oh, nice. Thor 179. Pretty sure that's a Neal Adams cover. Not sure if he did the inside. That's Romita right there for sure. Probably Neal Adams, ink by Romita. Definitely the 2 issues after this are Neal Adams, 180 and 181. At least he did the breakdowns. Web of Spider-Man 78 and 60. We have a Ripley's Believe It or Not, Crime and Murder number 2. We have an X-Files Special Edition number 1. At one point was a $10 book. Savage Dragon number 1. This is the original. If you don't know, they did a 4-issue miniseries first, and then they launched the regular ongoing Savage Dragon. Iron Man 213. The Bob Layton cover. Tony Stark Iron Man number 1, A cover. Got an Invincible Iron Man number 8. Oh, Bendis. I never knew he did Iron Man. Iron Patriot number 1. The A cover. We've got Iron Man 283, which I think is the second War Machine. Possibly third. Tony Stark Iron Man number 5. Iron Man 2020 number 1. Iron Man Hyper Velocity number 1. That's a nice cover. Speaking of nice covers, this book at one point was a $10 to $15 book. First Cosmic Iron Man with an Alex Ross cover. And I think this is the 3rd or 4th copy of this book in this collection. Human Fly number 1. We've got Marvel Team Up 117 with Spidey and Wolverine in rough condition. Oh, nice. This is the last issue of Superman. Technically, not really, but after this, it became Adventures of Superman 424. This is when they got John Byrne to relaunch Superman with number 1. They didn't want to stop the number continuation, so they changed it to Adventures of Superman. But this is a great Alan Moore story by Kurt Swan and inked by George Perez. Just a great, great story. That's worth something. I know that's at least a $15, $20 book. House, the second story, number 1. House 2, sorry, the movie. Wow, Captain Victory, number 1. Kirby goodness. Dragon Claws, number 1. We've got a Phantom Stranger, number 1. Gotta be a John Bolton cover. Original Ghost Rider, number 1, which is a reprint of the 70s Ghost Rider series, U.S. Agent #1. Yet another Fantastic Four roast. Oh, wow. Vigilante #1. Nice. I think this is Ross Andru on the inside. We've got a Hawkman #1 from 1986. Stalkers #1, part of the Marvel Epic line. Wrath #1 from Malibu. Got a Mickey Mouse and Goofy. This was an educational giveaway. We've got a board and nothing in it. Wow. Richard Corbin's Ralph. This might be worth something. This is a 50 Cent Underground. Wow. Richard Corbin, what a fantastic artist. Recently passed away. But, yeah, this might be worth some money. We've got a Rye #1. I've never seen this one before. Oh, it's a flip book. It's also Magnus Robot Fighter #5. Interesting. Oh, okay. We've got a Shadecraft #2. Might be able to put together a set of this, actually. #3. #4. #5. Might be able to put a set of this together too. That's the #1. I think that was the only one we were missing. And #2. Nucla. First issue. Never heard of it. Ghost Manor #1. Got a Batman Grendel ash can. And an Amazing Adventures #7. For those of you who don't know, this is, they reprinted the original X-Men in here. I think that's X-Men 4, if I'm not mistaken. First appearance of Wanda. And we have our third copy of Batlash #2. That's got to be a first. I mean, what collection would have 3 copies of this particular book in it? That's really bizarre. Beach Blanket Bingo with Frankie Avalon and Annette Funicello. From Mickey Mouse Club fame. Another one of these Captain Marvel books I never heard of. Captain Marvel presents The Terrible Five. Get a Silver Age Man from Uncle. And another one backwards. Same book. I don't know how you could have 2 copies of something like that. Captain Nice. Wow. Appears to be a movie or a TV show. Yeah, NBC must be a show. Never heard of that either. New Adventures of Huck Finn. We've got a Mighty Samson. 12 center. Nathaniel Dusk. Don McGregor and Gene Colan. 2 legends. Don McGregor is a great writer. He tends to be wordy. Oh, nice. 2001 #1. Some more Kirby. I Spy. Look at that. Bill Cosby. Disney Comic Hits #1 featuring Pocahontas. We've got a DC Presents #81. Soups and Ambush Bug by the great Keith Giffen. We've got an Infinite Crisis #3. Drawn by Discount George Perez, Phil Jimenez. Oh, inked by Perez too. Nice. Oh no, sorry. That cover is actually George Perez. Okay. No disrespect to Phil Jimenez, he's a great artist, but he'd be the first one to tell you that he's basically just drawing in George Perez's style. Kindred number 3. I don't know why this is priced at $10. That's ridiculous. R.I.P.D. number 4. We've got a nice old Kubert Tarzan. Beautiful. Tarzan 248. Pretty good shape, too. We've got an ASM 45 or Legacy 486. Romita Jr. Got a nice Avengers versus the X-Men cover. I definitely recognize that style, but the name is, I'm drawing a blank. Gen 13 number 0. J. Scott Campbell cover. Another Captain Carrot and his Amazing Zoo crew in pretty nice shape. I remember when this book came out, I had a store at the time. We've got a Hulk 2099 number 1. That's going in the dollar bin. That's really beat up. Warlock and the Infinity Watch number 1. Same with this one. That's pretty beat up. Justice League of America number 7. JSA number 3 with a nice Alan Davis cover. Yep, I had a storm when this book came out. That was the year 1984. I really blew it on annuals. I mean, I had so many annuals left over that I was literally giving one away with every purchase. I mean, yeah, really overordered. All right, Kingdom Come number 2, great series. Much as I despise Mark Waid, he is a good writer. Dark Knight's Death Metal. Justice League number 56. Ah, that's a Liam Sharp cover. Nice. We've got another one of those Justice League annuals. This might be one of the ones I gave away. Who knows? We're down to the last third here, guys. Brigade number 1. And somebody was charging $5 for this book. I can't imagine this was ever a $5 book, and it's like not even in mint condition. This is going in the dollar bin. Wow, unbelievable. Daredevil 188. Spider-Woman 15. 16. 17. 18. 36 with a nice Lealoa cover. Great artist. 21. 22. Severin. That's got to be Marie Severin, I would guess. Didn't remember her still doing stuff in the 80s. 25. 26. 50 with a cheesy photo cover. Speaking of cheesy photo covers, Dazzler 21, Dazzler 20, Marvel Age number 8. We've got a Tomb Raider and Witchblade Revisited, which probably means it's a reprint. That's in rough shape. I'm going to probably throw that in the dollar bin. All right. We've got a Brave and the Bold 146, Batman and the Unknown Soldier. Tales of Evil featuring the Man Monster from Atlas Comics. That's got to be a Rich Buckler cover. Got to be. All right, New Teen Titans 22. Tales of the Teen Titans number 46, 45, 43. Getting close to the first Nightwing here. 42. Nope, not here. Crimson Avenger number 1. Tales of the Titans 41. 48. I think, yeah, I was going to say, I think Steve Root actually drew this. Yeah. And inked by George Perez. Beautiful. 49. And number 50, The Wedding of Donna Troy. Oh, no. We're losing our battery here, guys. We're almost done. 51. Flash, Iron Heights, square bound. Jeff Johns and the great Ethan Van Sciver, who has been banned from comics because basically he's a Republican. So there you go. Hall of Fame Thunder Agents, number 1. Wow, I remember when this book came out. I think Orion came out the same month. Arak number 1, written by Roy Thomas. We've got another All-Star Squadron number 1. Ambush Bug Stocking Stuffer number 1. It's another dollar book. Young Blood Battle something. Not in very good shape. Shadow Riders, not in good shape. That's going to go in the dollar bin. Dark Crystal. This is worth a little bit. Anywhere from $6 to $8. Ugh. Survivors number 1. Sunrunners number 1 by Pat Broderick. More Tales of the Titans. Number 52. 53. Back to Spider-Woman, number 9. Number 7. Number 10. 11. Wow, all the way back to number 2. These are in pretty good shape, too. Whoops, sorry, guys. 4 and a 3. And a 5. Well, a few more. This is the last stack here, which is perfect. We're losing our battery. These are in really nice shape, actually. Number 7. Back to the Tales of the Titans. We got a 54. 56. 57, 58, 59. Nice. Teen Titans 21. This had the preview of Night Force in it. It's in pretty good shape. Titans 15, 14, 13. Look at that cover, guys. I mean, Perez just put so much detail in his work. We got a 12. We've got an 11. 9. And back to Time Warp with these beautiful Michael Kaluta covers. This was an anthology series of short stories. There might be some really nice art in some of these. They list the writers at the top, but not the artists. I think Marshall Rogers may have done an issue. And here's another one, number 2, with another nice Kaluta cover. And a number 3 with another just fantastic Kaluta cover. All right, so that does it for box 14. Again, here's the social. Anything you saw you liked, just hit me up. We can work out a deal. We got 2, maybe 2.5 boxes to go. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care, guys.